The authors of the textbook appear to favor nonprofit over the profit model, and they appear to not like the idea of physicians opening up their own hospitals and service centers. I don't think there's anything that necessarily says that a for-profit venture or a physician-owned facility cannot make valuable contributions to society and cannot be successful or cannot be good partners with their allies. The problem arises, however, because all organizations need revenue in order to continue. Without margin, there is no mission, or there may be a mission, but it will not be fulfilled. The problem is that corporations that are traded on the stock market tend to be pulled strongly in the direction of focusing more on revenues than on mission, because that is the nature of success on the stock markets. Investors seem never to be satisfied. They're always looking for more potential earnings. And so I do see that those organizations, that are those for-profit healthcare organizations traded on the stock market, are strongly pulled in the direction of focusing on finance, even at the expense of mission. But I don't think that necessarily means that they cannot be constructive parts of a network of strategic allies. Maybe I'm naive, but I want to believe they can. And physicians, for their part, often start their own enterprises, not necessarily so much in terms of wanting to get rich, but in terms of being frustrated with the bureaucracy of large healthcare organizations. Physicians are accustomed to making decisions quickly, and they don't like to sit on committees, and they don't understand why it takes 3 committee meetings in order to make a decision that they think could be made quickly and rationally in 1 meeting or even without a meeting. And so I think part of their motivation for branching out on their own, for launching out on their own, creating their own hospitals or specialized care centers, is the desire to escape the bureaucracy, which they see as wasteful, inefficient, and unnecessary. And perhaps it is. But on the other hand, once they are set up with their own hospitals, their own specialized care facilities, they must themselves either hire administrators or become physician executives. And some of the bureaucracy inevitably becomes apparent again because perhaps it is necessary. It probably is necessary. So let's see. Also, regarding the for-profits, the tendency when finance is the driver is to take the short-term perspective in mind rather than the long-term perspective. Investors will not often buy into ventures, invest money in things, if they do not believe that the return on their investment will come quickly. What their strategy is likely to be is, okay, let others invest now. I'll wait for the long term later and will ride the path up rather than invest now and endure the period of time necessary to get to the point of later success. And nations and companies that sacrifice the long term in order to maximize the short term may be successful for a while, but pay a dear price for their short-sightedness later. So in conclusion, this chapter is about evidence-based management and the case for it and the importance of it and the need for leaders who can engineer the change. I see it a little bit differently, but I agree, but see it a little bit differently because I define it in terms of complex adaptive systems, and I prefer to substitute continued ability to adapt for the notion of continuous improvement, which seems like an open-ended and impossible goal to sustain forever. I think good organizations are agile, that in the information age, things change far faster than they did, much faster than they did in the industrial age. And so our equivalent of scientific management, I think, must reflect a need to continuously adapt to change. If you want to call that continuous improvement, then that's fine. I hope that this has been of some use to you. The writing assignment will be available later today on the website. Thank you. Good day.